This is the third update now of how we're trying to rescue our Garden Buildings Direct BillyOh Winchester log cabin, or as we've dubbed it, BillyOh No. On the previous videos I explained how us putting the roof on actually made the fronts totally buckle in the heatwave, and the warped boards, they were just so twisted that eventually the walls kind of twisted the front off to the point where it was impossible to put the window frames in. We could put them in, but we couldn't attach them to anything. We got some help from a local builder who has managed to build an entirely new front for the log cabin, and turns out he's a former set builder on film sets, so we now have a garden cabin that's effectively a film set, which is what I wanted for this channel. And I think I showed this on the last video, but over here you can see how bad the walls warped in the heat, because that is a straight line, and yeah, you can see just how wavy it is. Look, I mean, I could put my finger in the gap between the logs there. The next big thing was, I didn't put it on camera, he managed to build a roof as well. So the roof boards were completely useless. They completely buckled in the heat. They were too thin. I've got them under the tarpaulin here. Don't know why I'm protecting them, but they completely buckled under the heat, and that's what was tearing the front of the walls off. So he's built this completely new frame at the top here with plywood, and we've managed to, can I get the camera up there? We've got roofing felts, and I went out and bought some new roofing felts as well, because I think the stuff we had was total crap. So it's watertight, which is great, because we had a little bit of rain yesterday. We're in the middle of a heat wave though, so it's mainly the heat that we're protecting the cabin from. I've got a big job today, and that is, well, it's not big. I've got to put down the floorboards that we took up. These ones on the top look good because I've selected them, but underneath there are all kinds of atrocities. We've got, like, I can point one out right here. We've got like big holes in the floorboards from knots, but I've also, the tongues on the tongue groove disappear to nothing, so the boards don't lock into each other. I tried contacting Garden Buildings Direct and tried to explain the situation. Can you help me out with some extra floorboards? They said no. The knots are there for a reason, but on their videos the floorboards they use are of course completely pristine, so that you can't see down through the floor into underneath the log cabin. That's the whole point of a floorboard. The first thing I need to do is to remove these 3 floorboards, and this looks like a really simple job, but it's taking a bit of work to get this final floorboard out. But the reason I'm spending so much time on this is that I can't mess around with these floorboards. I've only got a very specific number that are any good, and even that is short of the number of floorboards that I need. So I need to get this out really carefully, because I don't want any more damaged floorboards. The next job is to sort out the floorboards that we've got. I've got this system going where I put good boards to the right hand side, bad boards to the left, and the ones on the left have got things in them I think that make them unusable. The floorboards on the very, very left hand side are the worst, moving right to the best, and then on the right hand side I keep that graduation going so that the very best boards are to the right on the right hand side. I'll show you the problem I've got that Garden Buildings Direct think is okay. Let's tilt the camera up. Look along here, from here to here, no tongue. Don't know if you can see this on camera, but no tongue here, no tongue at the end to lock into the groove. There's no tongue whatsoever from here to here, so there'd be a gap. Oh, and there's a hole there. From here to here, no tongue. No tongue from here to here, and there's a big crack from here to here. Big hole in the floorboard. Big hole in the floorboard. Another one here. Big hole in the floorboard. Hole, hole. No tongue from here to the end. Big hole, big hole. There's no tongue from here to the end. No tongue from here to the end, so that doesn't interlock. No tongue from here to the end. Oh, and there's a nice hole here to see you with. Ooh. I don't know what to do. I think what I'm going to do, because that's not enough boards on that side to do the whole shack, but I think I'm going to try and put the nice ones sort of in the middle, so those ones you'll see. And also I'm thinking those ones that will take the most traffic. With my floorboards sorted, I thought this was going to be a breeze, and it wasn't. It was very tricky because some of the floorboards just weren't in a good condition. I've got to choose and mix them up so that the boards that have the tongue missing at the end, that tongue is towards the other end, it's not at the entrance. And I'm also choosing the not so good boards for the edges, and then as I get into the middle of the shack, I'm trying to favour the floorboards that are the straighter ones, the ones with fewer knots, and the ones where the tongue is okay to go into the groove. So when it rains, it will go onto the deck. You know, that they are going to soak up moisture, they are going to curve up. I've moved some battens to near the door. Because of the way I put it up, there isn't that much of a lip for the floorboards to rest on. So I've put some battens by where the door is going to be so that they don't curve up just at the point where you step into the shack. You know, have a bit of extra support under there for feet coming into the front door. I'm trying to nail that. I'm not nailing all of them because it's pretty late and I don't want to be causing that much noise. It's now sort of 7 o'clock on a Sunday. Yeah, this is hard work, and it's so much quicker with another pair of hands. If you're having to do anything like this, don't do it by yourself. Get someone to help you. But the boards are so warped, we've got to put nails in just to hold them in place so that the later boards that go in aren't going to be, you know, gappy. There are some gaps where there's the tongue's missing.
Stop. What? Why?
So something bad just happened. I've had to come away from the house to record this. We got yelled at. Well, we didn't get yelled at. My wife got yelled at. I didn't get it on camera, but someone banged on the door, like really bam, 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 and complained about the noise completely reasonably because it was 8:30, 8:45, and we were still hammering. I needed to get it down for the builder coming tomorrow morning. But yeah, it didn't go down well. Told that it's been going on for weeks, which is kind of true. That they're trying to enjoy a meal in the garden, and all they can hear is banging. And they weren't from like next door, or the next door to that, or the door next to that. This was from like way up the road. It has been going on for weeks. I'm sick of it, but I can't do it when it's 34 degrees. We're in the middle of a heat wave. This is like the hottest temperatures ever recorded for July. But it's really embarrassing for my wife. And my wife had to take the brunt of it as well. She just came in, she's like, stop. So, but at least we've got the boards down. They're ready for the builder tomorrow morning to start work on the windows and doors. It's the end of the next day, and I wanted to end the video on a bit of an up because we've got some developments with the shack. We're calling it the shack now, I think. Take a look at this. We have proper barge boards on, and I love how they look. I think they look great. And you probably noticed it's had a bit of a facelift. We've got the felt, which I believe protects it from moisture. Stuff is going to go on top of that, so it's all still to play for. It's just looking great. And also he managed to finish off the floorboards as well. I still need to nail quite a lot of nails in. You can hear it creaking. My son and I we've not done any down the side, and there are a lot in the middle that haven't been done yet. That's a bit of banging, I guess, but we can do it during the daytime, and I'm going to space it out over the week as well. We also have some window frames. They're work in progress. But look at this, look how good they are. I love the overhanging lip. Can't wait to see how that works out. And we've got the door frame as well. So now there's something proper to fix to instead of the wobble. The doors instead will have a proper frame to attach to that does not wobble. It's very sturdy. On screen now are all the other videos with our shack, our build. If you want to follow this journey, thank you for making it this far and hitting the thumbs up or the subscribe button. It really helps me to keep this channel going and to keep these videos going. And right here is what YouTube knows you want to be watching next.